Hello everyone, welcome to our portrait photography tutorial and learn some practical and interesting portrait photography techniques. Candid and staged photography are commonly used in shooting portraits. It is important to emphasize that, be it candid or staged, photos need to be in line with the theme. Next, we'll explain the two from different aspects. First, subjects of candid and staged photography. In terms of subjects, wedding photography, artistic portraits, fashion advertisements, traveling, anniversaries and other occasions use staged photography more. Live wedding scenes, festivals, street shooting and other occasions use candid photography more. In wedding and portrait photography, couples' poses come from sample photos. When shooting, the photographer will teach them how to stage poses and adjust the pose for the couple. Currently, this is more popular. In wedding and portrait photography, in advertising, its characteristics are visually impactful enough. It's even okay to be exaggerated and pompous, resulting in using staged photography as the only way of shooting. Many indoors shooting are basically staged. Shooting a wedding ceremony is different from wedding photography. They are two different concepts. Shooting a wedding ceremony mainly use candid photography. The photographer must pay close attention to every move of the newlyweds, while those being photographed are in a completely casual state, and they don't cater to the photographer in the shooting. So in different sectors of the wedding ceremony, including the bride preparation, the fetching of bride, the ceremony, etc., the photographer is required to capture those happy and lively moments. It doesn't mean we have to make a choice between them for a specific sector or scenario. For example, for wedding photos, those choosing candid photos will have more room to create and innovate. They can go with their own ideas for postures, like running, jumping, walking, or playing. It's more casual and free. The photographer also needs to guide the newlyweds on the ceremony, to pose with friends and shoot some group photos to liven up the atmosphere. Second, different difficulty levels. For candid photography, you have to improvise. It's more casual, and the photos are not confined to a particular pattern, like moving, walking, chatting, playing, running, etc. In order to achieve unexpected results and dramatic effects, the photographer must capture the highlight moments. But it's more difficult to capture great images. Even if you can shoot repeatedly, you may still miss the good moment, and photos taken may appear to have some small flaws. Staged photography needs the photographer to teach models how to pose, then shoot. It's arranged in advance. You shoot one pose after another. You can start over if the pose is not perfect. A photographer is like a film director. Staged photography often has better lighting, more beautifully composed backgrounds, and better modeling. Although it can produce more good photos, the poses are rather fixed. Staged photography is less risky, because poses are designed by the photographer and can be adjusted constantly until perfect. Third, when and where to use these two methods. When is good for staged photography, and when for candid photography? Staged photography is the portrayal and recreation of something beautiful, while candid photography is a record of life. Sometimes, candid photography needs to be thought through. The photographer needs to guide the model while shooting. But sometimes the photographer just wants to record the surroundings, out of his or her love for nature. Then it is more casual. Candid photography can better capture the natural and vivid look of the subject, and show character of the subject. Staged photography allows more rhythmic and structured shots, making the subject fit the theme more. Whether you take candid or staged photos, all good photos require an acute eye, a better composition, and their own characteristics, while the photographer keeps innovating.